In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to use Conversations to record your meetings. The first thing we're going to do is hop into recording configurations. So you can set up which meetings should automatically get recorded versus which ones that shouldn't. I'll show you where you can find your upcoming meetings so you can toggle on or off if they'll be recorded or if other people on the team can see them. I'll show you where the meeting recordings live, how to associate them with deals, and what to do if you have a last-minute meeting as well. So let's hop in, let's do it together. So we're at the home screen. Before we click into Conversations, let's go to Settings and check our recording configurations. Just go to Settings and click on Conversations, and you'll see a few different menus here. The first one is Recording Settings. This is where you can tell Apollo which meetings should or shouldn't be automatically recorded. The first one at the top is going to ask you, do you only want meetings with external participants recorded, or can it be any meeting? The next one's going to be where you can place domains that you don't want recorded, whether it be a partner, a customer, or a client that you don't want their meetings recorded or they've requested that, you can put the domain right here. The last question is, how long does a meeting need to be for Apollo to analyze it? You can throw a threshold here. It won't analyze anything shorter than that. The next screen is recording consent. This is where you can let people know that they'll be in a meeting that's being recorded. The top is for announcements that will play in the meeting at the beginning of a meeting. The bottom will be for email notifications for internal, external participants, and you can set the text of that notification right here as well. You'll have recorded users next and how to handle new users on the Apollo account. Do you want everybody that's added to have their meetings recorded, or do you only want to have the ones that you manually add? You can see all the current users of Conversations below that, and if there's any issues with the syncing of their information. You'll see something like this, link mailbox with a warning if something's not working. The last two screens you'll see are trackers and scorecards. Now we went through trackers when we first set up Conversations. This is where you can come back if you want to make edits, add new keywords or categories, or delete something you already have. Now, a word of warning, if you don't have the tracker set up, you can't retroactively apply it. So it's better to put everything in you think you might want tracked early than regret it and put it in later. So if you think it's something you might be concerned about, pop it in. You could always make edits. The last one here is scorecards, where you can build out scorecards for people to grade each other's meetings, whether they're peers, managers, training department, whatever you want. You can create different scorecards by hitting Create Scorecard up here, and then people can share their meetings to get feedback. I'll show you that in a later video. Once you're done setting up your configurations, let's go back to the home screen and click on Conversations. This is the Conversations homepage. You'll see some data at the top, but let's get straight to how do we know if our meetings are going to be recorded. Over here, you'll see your recorded meetings and My Upcoming Meetings. Let's click on My Upcoming Meetings. If you've synced your mailbox and calendar and you have upcoming meetings, you should see them here. You'll see a brief description of what the meeting is, how many people are going to be attending, the date and time. And to the right, you'll be able to toggle on recording on or off. Blue is on, gray is off. So if you want to change that for any meeting, you can just pop over here and toggle that. The three dots will give you an option to set visibility to private if you don't want other people to be able to see these meetings in their conversations as well. Your recorded meetings will live right here. You'll be able to click right into them and see the full meeting recording, who was talking and when screen share was occurring. You can speed it up if you'd like, go full screen, but everything is here for your meeting recording. Meetings need to be on the calendar and synced over to Apollo for them to show up in My Upcoming Meetings. So if you have a last minute meeting or something that's not showing up here, you'll notice there's a Record Now button at the top right. When you click that, you can pop in the meeting URL from Google Meet, Teams, or Zoom and send your Apollo recorder over to that meeting, even if it's occurring in just a couple minutes. I've got a meeting happening just about to start actually. So I'm going to go grab the URL and pop it in here to make sure the recorder will come over. Go to the invite, grab the link, pop it in, and hit record now. That'll send the recording bot to that meeting. It'll show up in your recorded meetings right here. Now, you're probably going to have a lot of sales meetings, and you want to find them easily, not scrolling up and down a screen that has tons of meetings on it. You'll notice you can sort them at the top right, but you've also got filters you can use to find meetings for a specific company with somebody involved in those meetings, specific tags, trackers, or scoring. All these filters are available. If you don't want to see them, you can always hit hide filters and they'll disappear. Then the focus will be on your recorded meetings. The last thing I want to show you is how you can associate a deal to one of your recorded meetings. It's great having all the information related to a prospect and a deal that's in progress, so you've got one source of truth. Everything from that cold lead to the meetings you're running and all the insights involved. You'll see next to your recorded meetings, a little button to associate a deal. I had this meeting here with Sunny. I'm going to hit associate deal. And I can search through my existing deals, or if I haven't created one in Apollo yet, I can hit create deal right there. I'm going to select the one that I've already created and hit apply. The details of that deal are now associated with this meeting. And when I go to my funnel and check that deal, I'll see this conversation and all the insights associated with it there as well.